We're loaded with talent. We saw a world champion go down, gets pinned late. Just a lot of parity, a lot of talent, and it showcased with some matches that went down to the wire that actually came down to challenges where wrestlers had to wait their outcome.
Yeah, and you mentioned the world champion going down. It was actually Petra Oli of Finland, 65 kilogram reigning world and European champion. So Manilova of Azerbaijan ends her run to a second consecutive European title.
So we start with the bronze medal, bronze 1. It's 50 kilos. Azerbaijan and Turkey, and not even 12 seconds in. Quick whistle, quick warning. We will go back to work. Even DEMIRHAN of Turkey, it's Turkan NASIROVA of Azerbaijan. DEMIRHAN, the 2017 World's U23 champ, also earned a bronze medal at the Senior Worlds in 2017. Last year, she picked up the silver medal, at the European U23 Championships and the bronze medal at this continental event last year. Looking for back-to-back bronzes for Turkey, while NASIROVA looks to claim her first European piece of hardware.
And she's one of those wrestlers where she's young, but her growth has been continuing upwards over the last couple of years. And one of those wrestlers that really I could see sneaking on the podium in Tokyo at 2020 at this weight class. And Turkey, if she was able to do that, you look at Turkey's lineup, extremely strong, but they've never had a women's wrestling Olympic medalist. They've only had one two-time Olympian, that was Elif Yesomark, who's a reigning world silver medalist and European champion. She's actually competing here at the European Championships, but what would that mean for Turkey to pick up an Olympic medal? It would be huge, and they have some firepower that would be able to do so.
Yeah, 2020 could be their year to get that done in Tokyo. Take a look at some of the countries who have just made leaps and bounds in women's wrestling. Turkey obviously comes to mind. What we've seen from Bulgaria, they are back up, dominating. Any others that you want to point out?
How about Ukraine?
That's true.
They are looking great this tournament. If you're looking for a team to outperform expectations, I would say Ukraine. And then out of the European Championships, of course, I would say Canada with a couple of their stars, old and young. Erica Wiebe, of course, the 2016 Rio Olympic champion at 76 kilograms. And then they have Danielle Lepage, as well as Justina D'Estasio. Their lineup could be threatening to break that top 3 this year in Nur-Sultan and then moving to the Tokyo 2020 games.
Then come the Asians in a couple of weeks, we'll see the powerhouse in Japan, and they are fully stocked and loaded like normal, and they are ready to go very deep once again.
And I'm sure they're expecting big things, especially with it being in Japan. They're going to have the best team out there, and I know Risako Kawai, she's the reigning Olympic champion, and she's threatening not making the Olympic team. How crazy would that be?
Isn't that something? We talked about it a little bit with Russia on the men's side, how the strong get stronger. Japan is in that boat right now on the women's side. Olympic champion getting tested so much that possibly she might not be able to crack their lineup. Just incredible.
And they're going to be without Saori Yoshida. She announced her retirement last year. She was trying to make a comeback, but decided it was just too much work to be put in to really try and make a run at her 4th Olympic title. So she stepped away to allow the youth for Japan to step in there and compete for an Olympic title in Tokyo.
Second period underway. The shot clock point has been it. NASIROVA with the lead for Azerbaijan. DEMIRHAN will try to be the aggressor early on, try to get that point back, at least early stages of the second period. There's the verbal warning to blue. And in on a single, switching to a double, and getting 2 is NASIROVA. Has that half applied, or excuse me, the wing applied on that left side, trying to turn, trying to work. Has a lot of pressure, but getting back to the base and breaking the wing was DEMIRHAN, and that was a pretty dicey situation there for a little bit.
I would have liked to see her slow down a little bit. A lot of time left on the clock, and she had that dug deep. Would have preferred to see her sneak her chest back a little bit, put pressure on her toes, and really drive off her toes to get NASIROVA over to her back. But either way, she takes the 2-1 lead. Under 2 minutes left in this bout.
Not a real good shot there, and DEMIRHAN just on top. Hooks up that leg. Look at that. 2 quick ones. She could just roll her off the mat if she wanted to, and they might not stop for a good 50 feet with that position, but the edge of the mat bails out NASIROVA. Well, that was pretty.
She's so dangerous there. That's one of her go-to moves when she's in that top position. Sneaks back, gets that bow and arrow, and rolls, and that puts a lot of pressure on the lower back of her opponents. And if she gets that foot and she starts to carry it, most likely she's gonna pick up some exposure points.
NASIROVA had the tempo, had the pace, both in her corner, and then all of a sudden, it changed in a hurry. Senior bronze medalist gonna put this one away early, you get the feeling. No points on that one. They're gonna say that was NASIROVA who initiated a slip. 8-1. An 8-point barrage in the second period from Turkey. Hits low. Has the leg, has the 2. Now watch how quickly she gets the arm trapped. Wastes no time in that top position, just lethal. And no, could not get the roll all the way over. Still maintains possession and back into the center on their feet. Give NASIROVA some credit. Not giving up, battling that roll. It looked like it was 3/4 of the way there.
NASIROVA stepping in for Maria Stadnik, I want to say 7-time European champion, last year's world runner-up, Tokyo Olympic Games. She was the Rio Olympic Games, she was a runner-up, so she steps in for Stadnik. She's doing an all right job here, wrestling for a bronze medal, but you can expect to see Maria Stadnik at 50 kilos in her Sultan later on this year at the World Championships.
Second period, a 10-point period for DEMIRHAN of Turkey. Double digits.
Winner is DEMIRHAN from Turkey.
DEMIRHAN with a 10-3 decision. And a bronze medal for Turkey.